Hello and welcome to the Panasonic Studios at the Toronto International Film Festival. Now, Moneyball is the real-life story of Billy Beane, the general manager of the Oakland A's, who threw away 100 years of baseball tradition to put together a team on a budget using statistics and a computer. Yesterday, I had the chance to speak to two of the stars of the film, Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill. Let's have a look. Let's talk a little bit about the journey to get to today, because you said in New York Magazine there were some hard days, but you don't mind the hard days when the end product works like this. Tell me a little bit about how long you've been involved with this project and why you stuck with it.
I don't even know. 3 years, 4 years, yeah. 4 years now. I think we developed it for 2.5, 3. I can't even recall.
It's a long time, yeah.
It went through many incarnations because it's unconventional material. Mm-hmm. It took there's a lot of hands, a lot of good people like trying to hammer away at this thing and figure out what it is. I couldn't let it go because of these themes of love an underdog story, this idea of value, how we place value on ourselves and our heroes, and the people that are overlooked in a erroneous value system. It reminded me of some of the '70s films I loved, at least in its trajectory. I need more money.
We're not New York. Find players with the money that we do have.
I like Perez.
Got an ugly girlfriend. Ugly girlfriend means no confidence.
You guys are talking the same old nonsense like we're looking for Fabio. We got to think differently.
Who's Fabio?
And Jonah, what was it for you? I mean, this is a much different kind of character than we've seen you play before. One of the words that's getting thrown around a lot is reserve. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of reserve in your part. So what was it for you that brought you in?
I mean, to me, I didn't need any coercion to be a part of this film, As far as the reserve thing goes, I just made a choice that, and as an actor, you want to show off, right? If someone gives you a bite, you want to eat the whole thing, And for me, I just made a real conscious choice I think it would be cool to just not be showy at all and not do anything that would the guy just isn't like that. Peter, the character, just isn't a guy who shines a light on himself. And in fact, when Billy shines a light on him, it's terrifying for him. So.
We're gonna shake things up. Why don't you walk me through the board?
I believe there's a championship team that we could afford because everyone else undervalues them, like an island of misfit toys.
We want you at first base.
I've only ever played catcher.
It's not that hard, Scott. Tell him, Wash.
It's incredibly hard.
He can't throw.
But what can he do?
You want me to speak?
We're not pointing you yet.
He gets on base.
We are card counters at the blackjack table.
And this movie does remind me of a 1970s style drama because it's about the sports, it's about lots of things, but it's not like the inspirational kind of sports movies that we've been seeing in the last number of years. It's got a really unique feel. And was that translated in from the book, or was that Bennett Miller that brought that in?
I think it's both. It's inherent in the book by what we're building to and the way it ends. Not conventional, like the '70s films. But then it's Bennett too, in his tone and his feel of the piece. If you think of the '70s films, most of them, it was not about character arc. It was about characters who were the same in the end as they were in the beginning, but the world around them changed a little bit. There was also elements of taking a very minute, specific point in time instead of something overall, and dealing with obsession and all these things. But I agree with you, and I will say that that's Bennett's.
Well, he's so introspective. When I noticed that today, talking to him at the press conference, he seems like a very introspective thinker of a director.
He's a very thoughtful man who deals in Socratic ways of thinking, and a lovely guy, and we couldn't have had a better guy telling the story.
That's our time.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Very nice chatting with you.
Thank you. Remember, follow us on Twitter at Red Carpet Diary and like us on Facebook to keep up with all the interviews happening right here at the Panasonic Studio at the Toronto International Film Festival.